Welcome back. In our last lesson, we took a look at what types of interactions build superfans and how creating more of them can change your business in profound ways. For this lesson, I want to start getting into the nuts and bolts of tangible use cases you can apply to your business to fix specific problems. Let me start with a story of how I found personal video to solve a sales problem. Half a decade ago, I was working in an inbound marketing company and we had a problem. Roughly 40% of the calls that booked with our sales agents didn't show up. We browsed the internet and found a potential solution, a tool called Bonjoro. After lots of testing, we cut our no-show rate in half. In this lesson, we're going to focus on some of the top use cases for using Bonjoro in sales. Get your notepads ready. First, we want to ask ourselves, why does a prospect, lead, or customer not show up to a booked call? Outside of a genuine emergency, which is rare, the most common reasons are as follows. Number one, confusion on the timing. Especially if you deal with international clients, sometimes they're confused about when they're supposed to show up. Number two, thinking it's automated or it's a slide deck. Sometimes people opt into a demo thinking it's an automated demo or presentation and don't realize it's actually one-to-one with a real person. Number three, lack of anticipation or interest. People will book and then find another more interesting platform, or they'll just get too busy. They aren't strongly committed. To address these challenges, you want to record a personal video that starts by calling them by name and clarifying the time. This video does that well.
Hey Rachel, it's Lauren from Entreport. I saw that you booked an onboarding call with me this Wednesday, June 27th at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I'm really looking forward to getting to learn more about yourself and teaching you how to best use Entreport to suit your business needs. So if there's anything in particular that you'd like to talk about on our call, just let me know by responding to this message. Otherwise, I look forward to connecting soon.
It clarifies the timing component and puts a human face behind the meeting to reduce any ambiguity around the type of demo that they're about to have. To further drive the point home, with Bonjoro, you can reference any information that's stored inside of your CRM right from your record pane. So if you know the customer is in a certain industry or they're from a certain country, you can incorporate that into your message. From testing this internally, and for dozens of teams I've worked with, I found the following formula is what creates the most impact on reducing demo no-shows. Number one, connect your calendar tool to Bonjoro via Zapier. Whenever a booking comes through, have it assign the video task to your rep automatically. Number two, record the video as close as possible to the actual booking, not the meeting time. This can be counterintuitive for people, but the data we have looked at is very clear here. If someone books on Monday for a Friday call, you want to create the anticipation and human connection right off the bat. The faster the better. If you capture their interest while they're still in the headspace of thinking about your platform, you're golden. Number three, make sure to say their name at the beginning of the video and clarify the time of the meeting. As a bonus, include any details you have on their industry or application to add that wow factor of personalization. For most of us, we get inbound leads and we don't convert 100% of them. So there's an opportunity here to use personal video as a channel to surprise and delight. Here, I'm going to bring us back to the example I referenced earlier in this course with Maurice and Steph from Two Blushing Pilgrims. It's such a good example, it warrants showing it twice. The use case is that Two Blushing Pilgrims is a husband and wife wedding photography team, and they're looking to convert more of their inbound inquiries. Like many wedding photographers, they had a hurdle of ghosting that happened when people only judged them on their pricing because they were at the top end of the spectrum. But they went from hearing back from maybe half of their inbound inquiries to hearing back from 96% of their inquiries over a 12-month span. It's an incredible use case, and it starts with videos like this.
Hey Kimmy and Matt.
Hey guys.
I'm Steph.
I'm Maurice.
And we are Two Blushing Pilgrims, and we are really excited for your wedding in Bali. Congratulations on your engagement. You look like you have a beautiful family. We had a look on your Instagram. You got lovely, lovely photography. We can't lock anything in without a date. 2022 is actually far out. We haven't got anything booked in for that date yet. So you are the first. You are absolutely on top of it. So we're actually going to send you through some details. As soon as you have a date, let us know and we can talk more then.
We're currently in New Zealand, as you can see, beautiful New Zealand, so we may take a few days to get back to you, just on a destination wedding here, so hopefully we talk to you guys soon.
Thanks,
Cheers.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Notice how they not only address the people by name, but they include personal details of the venue, and they do it all outside next to a lake. This is what makes a personal video so powerful. The recipe to amp up your conversion rate on new inbound inquiries is as follows. Number 1, be human. Let your personality shine through and don't worry about perfect lighting or perfect setup. Number 2, mention details that are shared with you, like how Steph mentioned the wedding in Bali. Number 3, videos taken outside seem to consistently outperform those taken inside. Adds a novelty aspect and it just seems more candid. Number 4, share personal details. Notice how they mentioned that they were in New Zealand? This is a use case we know very well at Bonjoro because it is where we send the most Bonjoros ourselves as a team. Each month, we send thousands of free trials welcome messages to give a personal touch and support them in getting up and running. So let's start with why did trials not convert? Number 1, not getting results inside the platform. People buy services to solve a problem. If they don't see results towards that problem, they're not going to convert. Number 2, feeling confused on where to start. Technology is intimidating. Sometimes people just need a few questions answered and a little direction. Number 3, they lack direction. What are the best practices? How should I execute my use case? They're uncertain here. Here is an example of a personal welcome I sent to try to bridge that gap.
Hey Daniel, this is Casey from Bonjoro, head of growth here at the team, and just saw your trial came through. Wanted to send you a personal welcome. I love to do this when I'm out on my daily walks. That's kind of my routine, so hence the beautiful open sky we got going on right now. But saw this came through, was going through the website. I'm one of our SaaS specialists around implementations. I work with a lot of our SaaS teams. I actually found out about Bonjoro because I use it as part of running my sales organization when I worked for Ontraport, which is an inbound marketing solution. So basically, going through, seeing what you're doing, looks brilliant, and I was actually checking out your case study page, which I loved, by the way. I mean, I think so many people have these very simplified case studies that tend to be very general and throw out a lot of fancy stats, but are really not very informative. And I love the challenge, solution, results portion because that's really the meat of what people want to read. So I write our case studies here at Bonjoro, so that's some awesome inspiration. I really like that format. But basically, skipping back to what you're trying to do with this thing, I put my link up on the right-hand side. I'd love to do a quick sit-down, just learn about the use case, learn about where your team is planning on using personal video, and see how I can best help. I think that your service has a ton of value, is super unique and interesting, and I'd love to know where personal video fits into the process and just see how I can support you. So put the link on the side, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you soon.
I think this video is effective because it does the following things. Number 1, it shows attention to their situation. In the video, I talk about my background in SaaS and engage with his website and content. Number 2, follow up with attendees. It's common to send a personal video to people who attend a webinar but did not take the offer. These are your best quality opportunities. If you're tight on time or if you have a large registration list, this use case is often the best bang for your buck. Number 3, follow up with no-shows. After the webinar is over, instead of a generic automated email with the recording, you can try a personal video email that encourages them and has the CTA, call to action, button, link out to the recording. The CXL team uses Bonjoro around webinars in the ways I mentioned above. Below is a sample video from CXL.
Hey Maureen, how's it going? My name's Alex Atkins, head of growth at CXL Institute. I'm reaching out because you had registered for the Predictive Analytics webinar. Wanted to let you know that the Predictive Analytics live workshop starts tomorrow, which means registration ends today. You will get free access to Squark, the no-code predictive analytics tool, which is awesome. The CXL team will be there. We'll be learning. We can't wait to use this tool to help us predict future events based on historical data and information with no code. So again, if you're interested in joining us, click right on over here. If you have any questions for me, Maureen, feel free to just respond to this message. I'll be more than happy to get back to you. Have an awesome day.
This video is compelling because it immediately provides personal context, noting the past registrations from Maureen. It gives a clear value proposition on why attending the live workshop would be valuable. It makes enrolling for the workshop easy with a clear CTA button on the side. We've all been there. A customer seems interested, ready to pull the trigger and move forward, and then silence. Weeks sometimes turn into months, and the lead goes completely cold. What happened? Did they go with a competitor? Was there an internal blocker within their organization? While there can be a lot of reasons for this, a personal touch is a powerful way to reactivate them. Here's an example of a prospect who opted in and expressed interest in the Savvy system, but then went dark for weeks.
Hey Selena, it's Rachel Dorsey. I am the Savvy System Director here at the Virtual Savvy, and I noticed that you were interested in the Savvy system. I want you to know that I would love to support you in building the virtual assistant business of your dreams, but only if it's the right fit for you. So if you have any hesitations, any questions, need further clarification, reach out to us, let us know. In fact, email me directly, Rachel, Rachel, @thevirtualsavvy.com. Let me know those hesitations, those questions, or where you need clarification, and I would love to help and support you. I hope to see you inside the Savvy system, but again, only if it's the right step for you to take. Talk soon. Bye-bye.
Rachel was able to convert this lead after a few subsequent conversations. How? The video is warm and authentic. Rachel anticipates that Selena might be feeling unsure if this is the right fit and welcomes Selena to ask questions. It's also not salesy. A lot of drip emails that try and convert leads tend to focus on special offers or time pressure. Rachel, wisely, elects to take a different angle and go with the human approach, giving the vibe of, I just want what's best for you. In this lesson, we talked all about different types of ways you can use personal video in your sales process. Now for your assignments, I want you to think about your current sales process you have as an organization. Are your demo attendance rates less than 80%? Is your demo conversion rate less than 40%? Are your trial conversion rates from free to paid less than 40%? If so, personal video can have a huge impact on helping you optimize those rates. So I want you to write down where the bottlenecks are right now in your organization. I want you to write down what tech tools you're currently using, and I'll look forward to hopping on with you in our next lesson.